Welcome, Pietro. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Peggy.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure. So we're doing a summit, and it's really for specialists like yourself and for visionaries in the industry. I've been myself in the industry for over 20 years and have done a lot of things. So I'm a growth expert and a high stake decision expert. So I'm helping typically companies to grow. I help with investors. I help with growth. I help with a lot of things. Sometimes I even have the odd M&A transaction coming out of these types of work, the type of work I do. So, but enough about me. We're here for you. So I think you have a fantastic product, something very visionary, because what we're really looking at is where is this industry going to go? Or where do we think this industry is going to go? And yeah, things are changing. Things are becoming more AI, more online. And please feel free to introduce yourself, Pietro.
Perfect. So I'm Pietro Kabeya, and I'm the founder and CEO of FareVet. So basically, FareVet is the first platform that helps pet parents find and compare for affordable vet cost. So what we're trying to do is basically bring price transparency into the pet care and the vet space itself.
Wow. Wow. So how does that work? How do you collaborate with veterinarians, and how do you make that happen?
So the way that we did it, because we knew it would be a challenge,
Sure.
getting everyone on board on price transparency. First of all, what we did is we noticed that the internet, there's a lot of that are into price transparency. It's hard for someone to go online and Google search, I want the price, let's say, for an X-ray exam, right? So what we did is we scraped the internet, put all the data in one platform, which is FareVet. And then we also have our users that provide vet bills, right? So whenever they go to a vet, they provide a vet bill, and then we enter the data. So it's crowdsourcing. We are sourcing at the same time, and as well, we are talking with vet clinics that want to enroll and provide those information to help pet parents make better decisions, especially regarding their budget when it comes to an emergency vet visit.
I see. So, okay. So we have the price component. So basically, if I understand right, you're collating data, right? Collecting data, you're structuring it.
Yep.
And how does that work in terms of, there's the parameter of price, but there's also the parameter of quality. How do you deal with that?
So yes, we do understand there's both, right? So we do have reviews that our users can still leave a review on the vet that they went to. What we are trying to do is basically almost like a TripAdvisor for vet services, right? Where you get the review side of the app, and as well, you get to budget which place, which hotel, for example, you want to go, which restaurant do you want to visit, right? So that's the component, both components that we're trying to play together, because I was even reading an article this year stating that almost half of pet parents in the US are not going to the vet because of the cost right now, right? But there's often alternative out there, right? It's just that it's hard. It's very hard for people to find, especially during an emergency situation, which is something that happened to me. It's a personal experience. That's why I brought this platform, because I know how it's hard when you have a certain budget and then you go to the first vet that you see on Google and it's totally out of your budget, right?
Right.
What happens sometimes can be tragedy.
Yeah, we also have the component now of pet insurances, right? So they're pushing into the market. How does that change the landscape, in your opinion?
So we've been in talk with pet insurance. So the way they're looking at FareVet, they're looking at FareVet as a tool to educate their clients, right? So the ones that I spoke to where we are looking to collaborate, it's mostly they want FareVet to be a tool that they can provide to their premium customers. Yeah. So that's one of the way we go hand in hand with pet insurance. Basically, they want customers to be more informed on the cost, and they want them to spend their yearly spending in a proper manner, right? So that the first insurance that got in contact with us, they were looking for a platform just like FareVet, and that's how they found me online. And then they were like, we want to do a trial and see if our customer will love a product such as FareVet.
Yeah, exciting. So where is the vet community in all of this? I mean, there must be different types of responses, right? It's interesting because, I'm working with a framework when I work with clients. It's called Decide with Grace.
Yeah.
And one of those elements, which I always look at, is alignment versus approval, right? I guess you operate with that too, because I don't think you get approval only for what you're doing.
Exactly. I would say, at first, when I started, the first vet that I got in contact with, it wasn't easy to explain why I was doing that, and especially coming from a pet parent perspective, right, and not really understanding the curve that a vet has to go through to putting price itemizing things on a vet bill, right? And the way I had my conversation with the vets was that I'm not trying to, basically, it's not that I'm trying to expose the vet clinics. It's nothing like that, right? What I want to do is basically build a bridge of trust, right? It's sort of like going to a restaurant, for example. It's sometimes you don't have the money to go to a fancy restaurant. You only have money to grab a pizza at the side. So it's what I'm trying to do is, I spoke with a few vets in person that were really nice to me. Basically, they told me, even one vet, I remember, he told me that he had this idea. He wanted to do this platform such as FareVet, and he told me that, do it. Like, a lot of vets will be happy that you're doing it, because it's sort of like there's big companies and there's also mom and pop shops, right? Vets that provide that are into price transparency. Basically, they give you the cost of their service. They're not trying to it's just, we want a platform that gives the cost to the person that's going to the vet. That's the only thing, right? Yes, there's going to be pushback, but everything has pushback.
You know that, right? You know that. Okay. So how did you start? Because I guess this, the other thing I'm always looking into is, it's cool because you have to take a decision, right?
Yep.
So I'm sure you were not looking at certainty. You were looking at clarity, right?
Yep.
So looking at clarity, what was your first step? What was the first decision which kind of went, okay, now I'm doing this?
So my dog, I have a dog named King. He's 12 now.
Nice.
So
what dog is it?
Miniature pincher. He's right there, but he's sleeping, right? So he's been my loyal companion all along. And one day he swallowed a foreign object. Just like everyone, I was
the way they do. I've had that multiple times. Yeah.
Exactly. So I went to an emergency vet, got quoted $5,000 for a surgery. And at that point, it was a random day. Like, imagine just paying $5,000 in a random day. So I was like, okay, I have to go home. And they told me that I had 24 hours, or otherwise it was 2 days. King wasn't eating. He was just vomiting.
I know.
Yeah.
Terrible. I've had it 3 times. It's awful.
So he told me that since it's been already 2 days, like, I have maximum 24 hours to decide, or he think that King may die from this condition. So I went home, scrambling to search. So I was like, okay, in the morning, I'm going to find a vet, maybe that's affordable for me. And I started doing some research. It was hard. I spent the full day waiting on busy line, trying to call vets. Someone even gave me
5 minutes.
a quote, right? I got lucky. I was able to find one around $1,500, but while spending the full day.
Sure.
And then I told myself, okay, so I went to that clinic. King was finally good. But I told myself, okay, imagine if I wasn't able to find
the time and the time, right?
The time, what will happen to King? So I started doing some research. I was like, okay, if I'm able to call an Uber, if I'm able to have an Airbnb, order food, there must be an app.
As I always say, right? People are flying to the moon since years. So what do you mean? I mean, that must be, there must be something here.
I was searching online and it was saying you need to call every vet or go door to door. It was impossible. Impossible for me to go door to door, call every single vet in the city. Yes. So at that point, I made it as a mission to start building FareVet.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. How I started.
So tell me, Pietro, when did you start the business?
Back in 2021. So it started back in 2021. Simple idea. I had a background in startups, but not a background as a tech developer. So I knew as we said, the front end of how to build a user-friendly platform, but I had to search for the proper co-founder to come on board and build this product that doesn't exist. Technically, because it doesn't exist, and there was a way that I wanted to build it. It was quite complicated. So a lot of people that I was talking to, they were like, okay, it's a hefty project that you're trying to.
So, but you managed.
So that's why it took me so much time. It was, I first had a first co-founder, was a student, wasn't quite dedicated to building. And then I went to a different, so I was searching people online, looking for friends, just selling the idea, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we need a product like FareVet. So yeah.
Cool. So when did you go live?
So we went live last December.
Last December. And you're happy with the evolution?
Yes. So the evolution has been very great. We've been growing month over month, and most of the people that know about FareVet is through articles that we've been putting out.
Yeah. So it's that's an intellectual approach, right? Which is great. So how are you generating revenue for your business?
So right now we are not generating revenue. We are launching our revenue model this fall. It's going to be the FareVet AI that we are launching. So right now, you can go on the app. You can still price compare manually. So it's almost like booking an hotel, right?
It's almost like booking.com. I get it.
Yeah. So you search whatever you're looking for. But what we are launching, it's through a conversation, right? So you go inside the platform. For example, let's say my dog is vomiting for 3 days. And then the AI gives you a suggestion. Okay, this is what can happen if you go to the vet. You will pay. He will ask you for an exam. He may ask a blood test. This is this is how much.
This is the scope. This is the
scope. How much it costs in your area, and then it provides you a cost of either an exam, an X-ray, or something that you ask for, and then it provides you, if we do have it in your area, it gives you the cost of what you ask for in your area.
Fabulous. So so your vision, because that's like for so now the younger generation, right? You're looking at a consumer of what age bracket about?
So we're looking for, I would say, let's say 20 to 45 years old. Those are where those are where pet parents are growing, and where the focus is. Those are the people that need a service like FareVet. So that's where we are mostly focused on.
Yes. What do you see? I mean, there's FareVet, and then there's lots of expansions you might want to add, right? I'm not saying you have to, but there might be a lot of expansion. So what do you think vet is going to be a major focus point always, because we all need a vet. The ones who have dogs and cats need a vet. I have dogs myself and a cat. So I know. But what else do people need apart from that or around that service you're providing here?
So basically, the things that we are doing on the side. So we have price comparison.
Mhm.
We have a vet bill. For example, you receive a vet bill, right? And often people do receive estimate, right?
Yeah.
And it's overpriced, the estimate over their budget, right?
Yeah.
So they can provide that full estimate for us. And what we do, we try to what we're going to do, we are going to try to match a lower cost for that same service that they want. We also provide assistance on raising funds. That's a free service. So we help them write their stories, help like how to go run a GoFundMe campaign.
Yeah.
And we also have tools to give access to charities, low-cost vets. So we are doing avenues around everything cost-related, affordability, access to care. So we have different avenues as well. We offer access to partners that want to enroll on vet insurance.
Cool. So the North Star, if you had to describe your North Star, right? Like, what's the overarching, I wouldn't call it objective because that's not what I'm talking about. What's your idealistic? What's your overarching ideal about this platform?
So
what do you want to give? What is it giving to pet parents?
We want to be the go-to platform for price comparison. So what we want, for example, you go to animal welfare, you adopt a pet, right?
Yeah.
We want the welfare to say, okay, now that you have the pet, go on FareVet, make an informed decision on choosing your first vet.
Right.
All right. Budget reviews, and if there's an emergency, you can still use that platform, right? We want to stop economic euthanasia. That's we want to be okay. If
there you go, that's the ideal.
That's what we want,
because that happens, right? That happens. People simply don't go to the vet because they can't afford it, and then the dog passes or the cat.
A lot. So that's what we want to be.
Yeah. So, Pietro, are you covering North America, the full North America, or maybe Canada?
Most of our users are based in the US.
Okay, interesting.
I'm based in Canada, but the focus has been more on the US.
Okay, and what region? What region? Because the US is big.
So we are covering the full US when it comes to services. So every single day we enter new services.
Yes.
But most of the infos are in the New York area and California, more specifically Los Angeles. But we do have information in Missouri, Miami, Texas.
You're really growing the platform daily. Right?
Exactly, yes. So whenever we receive a vet bill from anywhere in North America, we put it. Are
you collaborating with anybody in the industry? Are you collaborating with pet foods, or are you and how?
We've been in talk in collaboration. So I've been doing a lot of podcasts lately, working with. So we are working. So I was part of Leap Ventures, the boot camp, which an accelerator in the pet space.
Yeah.
So I did that. I've been in talk with pet insurance to collaborate on providing their our services to their customers. We've been in talk with people running animal welfare on possibilities of us connecting, being the go-to platform. So we've been in talk. It's a lot of conversation going through right now. It's finding the proper direction, right?
I was just going to say, you were in this orientation phase because you can't possibly be everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a vast choice of potential collaborations you have.
So I do have an advisor who has an experience, who co-founded a WAG.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been the one helping me out on because there's a lot of potential partners on the table. It's finding the right partner, especially early. It's
Yes.
important to find the right partners. That's what one of the key things that he told me. It's very important to find the right partner early.
Absolutely. So where does e-commerce tie into that? Is there an opportunity with the big e-commerce platforms?
So yes, because what we are trying, we have a space in our platform that's called deals, right? It's where because we want to give access to product, right? So I have a few people that I know in the industry that have different products, food, toys, technology, that we are all trying to put everything in this platform, in the deals, right? So whenever they have something, a deal coming out, because most of my customers, of my users, are price
Sensitive.
yeah, exactly. So it's when I find deals, when they have something coming out that my users can benefit from. That's why, okay, we can put it in the platform.
Yeah, that's exciting. That is really exciting.
Yeah.
That is really exciting. So if you had a vision for the industry, where do you think we're going to be in like 5 years from now? I don't want to mention 10 years anymore, because I think with AI coming out at the speed we're looking at it currently,
Yep.
I don't know if you heard that now ChatGPT already will be enable Shopify and Etsy to directly shop. I mean, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like AI came yesterday, and we're already,
exactly.
It's so fast. So it's going to be so fast.
It's going very, very, very fast. Of course, what I think the industry, when it comes to food, medication, and as well treating pets,
Yeah.
things are going to get better for pets, right? The only thing is, whenever technology improves, cost goes up as well, right? Because when you use technology, it costs a lot, right? You're building stuff. That's where I want to be. I want to usher FareVet in that 5 years, right? As being like, okay, we want to be part of everything when it comes to AI, but we want to be the AI price comparison platform for the pet space. We want to be the one giving people knowledge about, okay, this is how much it's going to cost you. Okay, you need to save. If you want to do, for example, you want dental cleaning twice a year. This is how much you want to save. We want people to be conscious of how much it costs having a pet. It's
and how much it really costs, right?
It really costs.
I have been in this industry for such a long time, and if you look at the different studies, right, you can find any number under the moon, right? So you find anything in terms of what the cost should be, and I think your platform will allow to get a range which is going to be more tailored to the needs of the consumer.
Exactly. That's what we really want when we're looking at the next 5 years.
Yeah, you said something interesting before. You said before, you think that technology will make the pet's life better. Just elaborate a bit on that, please, Pietro.
It's with how fast ChatGPT is going, because I've been to a couple of conferences, right? And I've seen what was being built through technology. All the technology that are coming out, people are working good diet, good technology to detect illness as soon as it even appears, or sometimes before it even makes a mark on the pet's body, right?
Absolutely. Have you heard about this lady? Sorry to interrupt you here. Keep your word. There's a lady who has developed a method. I might want to connect you, actually. She's really interesting. She does an analysis. She sends a photo. So the consumer sends a photo, it's cat specific, of the cat to a platform, and the platform analyzes what might be wrong with the cat.
Yeah. So I saw, I don't know if it's her, but I saw a couple of companies doing those kind of stuff where you just send even simple as so you take a sample of your dog's
Saliva or something,
saliva, and then you send it to them, and they're able to provide you a full detailed analysis, right? It's crazy the amount of technology that's coming with AI. It's just go. And what I was even reading this week, they are doing anti-aging on pets now, right?
Yeah. Huge subject. Pietro, huge subject. I think out of the few people I've interviewed by now, we have had 50% of them, they're all talking about longevity. But now pay attention, right? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Right? So but it's a huge buzzword at the moment.
Exactly. So yeah, with technology at this moment with AI, anything is possible, right? I won't be surprised.
That will change the medical industry, though, as well, right? For humans as well as for vets. What I could figure, at least that's kind of my perspective, you know, all wearables you have for humans now, like the watches and the, oxygen in the blood and the blood pressure, etc. I mean, we can measure, we can diagnose a lot ourselves, or so we think, right? Do you think that will have an influence in the vet business as well?
Yes, I think so, because one of the problem is vets are often also overload of work, right? There's a lot of patients, right? Not enough vet clinics or vet available to serve. I think with technology, with people, I wouldn't say self-treating at home, but with technology, it's sometimes instead of you going to the vet, right? Which is almost like what televet
tries to do,
right? Instead of everyone going to the vet, and sometimes it's just something not that urgent, you can use a technology product at home and get the answer before even going to the vet. And sometimes it saves you money, right?
Yes, totally.
Sometimes it does save you money.
Amazing, totally. Yeah, interesting. So your vision for your company in 5 years. So where are you going to be, and what role are you going to play?
So we are going to bring price transparency to pet care. That's what we're going to be, and we're going to be the platform, as I said, the go-to platform in 5 years. Instead of, when you go online, instead of different websites saying, okay, you have to call different vet clinic or go door to door, it's just going to be written, just use FareVet. It's simple, right?
One point of contact, right, for the consumer.
Exactly. One point of contact, just to make it easy. So whenever someone arrives at a vet clinic and they're unable, before they even start treating their pet, if they're unable to afford, then the vet can just say, try FareVet, right? Maybe you will find an alternative that fits your budget for what you're looking for.
Great. Thank you, Pietro. To finalize this interview, can you tell, is there a sentence you live by, or you lead by, or you take your decisions by? Is there something which really kind of...
So one thing that I like is shoot for the moon. Even if you missed, you're still amongst those stars. So that's how I live my life.
Yeah, and I can tell. I mean, you have made a vision possible. I mean, you have had quite a journey, right? So congratulations for that. I wish you all the best, and we will be in touch, Pietro.
Thank you so much.
I'm really sure that especially this interview has some groundbreaking things in it, which other business partners, right, will profit from, because I think you have a very clear vision and a very clear idea where the consumer needs to go in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Pietro. Bye.